Hello, it's Chastity White Rose here, and I'm doing another live stream, and my neck and shoulders and back are killing me. And I'm going to be talking about that today. So, those of you who have followed me over the past half year have known I've been having a hard time with my job. So, here's the story. I am no longer working for Brilliant, no longer working in that cave shelving files. And I'm just going to sum it up and keep the story short. I had my injury in December. I'm too weak in my knees to do the bending at that job anymore. And they have their quota system. You have to get so much done per hour. And I fell below their quota too many times. So they said they were going to send my review to corporate, and they would make a decision on whether I was terminated or not. And I'm like, what's the point of that process? Because they're going to decide that I'm terminated because that's the policy. If I can't make their standards, then I'll be terminated. So the HR manager told me that I had the option to just voluntarily resign. So in order to save their time and to just get it over with, I voluntarily resigned. I wrote out a written statement with pen on paper and simply said that my injury has weakened my knees and I am no longer physically able to perform my duties at this job, so I'm leaving for medical reasons. And that's exactly what I wrote. We had it all done. I had a letter from them stating that my employment ended on April 9th, 2021. So I'm no longer working for them. And all this time here, I was worried I was going to lose my job. I was all afraid. What am I going to do about money? All that sort of thing. I was all afraid and worried. But now the moment came and I resigned and I left, never to return, and I've never felt better. I've never felt better. And here's the thing about it is that no amount of money, no job is worth the physical pain that job was causing me. I don't have the strength to bend my knees hundreds of times a day, lifting those 40-pound boxes, pushing 400 pounds up ramps on a streamliner, and then bending while I'm trying to get files on the lower shelves and stuff like that. I don't have the body to do that anymore, and I want to be able to dance again. I want to be able to walk and run and dance again and ride my bike again, and my knees hurt like hell, like you wouldn't believe. The only time when the pain goes away is when I'm lying down to sleep, pretty much. So I believe that if I get enough rest and proper nutrition and maybe can get some medical care. Now I'm going to be losing my health insurance, so that's another thing. But I'll do what I have to do to see if I can get anywhere close to the shape I was in before. If I can get even half the strength that I had before I got that job and ruined my knees, then I'll be doing good. And not always lost, because after all, I did get hired by Hy-Vee, and I start orientation soon. And today is a nice day. Today is a nice day, so I am going to go on a walk today, maybe do some shopping. But I'm feeling good about things. And I didn't think I would feel good about this, but here's what it comes down to is that all my life I've been nervous and worried about money. Am I going to have a place to live? Am I going to have food to eat? And none of us have that security. Nobody has that security of knowing they're going to have money and be able to afford their rent and bills and food. Nobody has that security. Nobody in this world. But no amount of money can replace my body once it's broken. And with as much pain as my knees have been in, and as much as my back hurts, because I was having to bend using my back bending. And that's a good way to break your back. My back was hurting so bad. So, I had the option to continue working while they made the determination on whether I was fired, which would probably have just involved in me breaking my back completely and then being fired and losing my health insurance anyway, or just leaving immediately and trying to save my back and my knees from permanent damage. I may have already had permanent damage. So I know I did the right thing by resigning. It's still sad because there's a loss of a job, but you know what I want to do? I have this idea. After I recover my health and after I've worked at Hy-Vee, I probably will like working at Hy-Vee. I just got this idea. I think in the future, I should work for a publishing company. I was just talking with my mom about it because, see, my mom and I have published several books, and she is in the process of getting her book published. And today we registered the copyright on her book. And so we went through the whole process on the Library of Congress government website. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, I have so much experience when it comes to getting books ready for publication. I use all open source software. I don't even use Microsoft Word like most people use. But I've gotten books published. Our books are available on Amazon, and my books are also available on Smashwords. But I could work for a publishing company. I could, because I would be dealing with these kind of things. I would learn things. I would probably receive more on-the-job training. I would probably learn about copyright laws as part of my job, that kind of thing. So that might actually be a career, but then I have so many other talents as well. So I'm just going to do the best that I can right now in my life. I have enough money to pay, right now in my account, to pay this month's rent and bills. And I'll be working for Hy-Vee soon, so I'll start getting some income at some point. But I had to save my body so I can still live, because it's not worth the pain. It's just not worth the pain. I got that job to get myself out of pain, and I did succeed. I got my orchiectomy, so I no longer have testicle pain. But I didn't want to injure my back and knees forever and never be able to walk again, or ever be able to do any lifting again. So today, it's a nice day. I'm going to start getting some very relaxing exercise. That's what I'm planning to do with my day. And I just wanted to let everyone know that I am doing okay. I'm actually doing pretty good. Sure, I just lost my job, but the good news is I voluntarily resigned. Therefore, I have never been fired from a job because I had the option to resign rather than being fired. So my perfect record remains. I was never fired from Hy-Vee. I just left so that I could work a full-time job was brilliant, but I wasn't fired from them. I resigned. So I've only had 2 jobs. I've never been fired, but I have reasons I had to leave. And now I'm going back to work for Hy-Vee because I didn't leave Hy-Vee because I didn't like the work. It was simply because I needed the full-time income and health insurance, which I still would like to have, but not at the cost of breaking my knees and my back. It's not worth it. So I know I did the right thing. It's still things are going to change. It's going to be different, but it's for the best. And I'm going to start, for the first time in my life, I'm going to be enjoying my life. I have my apartment right now. We'll see if I can keep my apartment, if I can make enough money. But I have my own life as an independent adult, and that's what I've worked for almost 34 years. I turned 34 May 15th of the next month, basically. So I'm old, but I have finally achieved my independence. And I live in Independence, Missouri, so that's kind of funny how that works out. So I'm going to have a good day, is the plan. And also, I hope to continue doing podcasts with my friends. I want to do podcasts again with Monique and Poffo and other people that I've done podcasts. We talked about issues of philosophy and ethics, veganism, and that kind of thing. I want to get back into spending time with my friends, and I actually had the best day with my mother yesterday. It is very interesting. So we, we had to do a little resignation celebration. So yeah, we ordered some vegan from the vegan menu of Sarpinos. We watched some movies. We talked at a visitor, and then when I got home, then my mom and I got in video chat, and we were making corrections with her book. Oh, there needs to be a comma here. Oh, there needs to be a period here. All that's just minor things, getting her book fixed, but definitely. Yeah, so it's good. So, I'm getting my books out there. My mom's getting her books out there. I left the hardest job that I ever worked, and I'm gonna recover the strength in my knees and my shoulders and back and all that. So, yeah, things are good. Things are actually pretty good right now. So I'm glad of that. So a lot's getting done, and so I guess we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I'm feeling pretty peaceful right now. Because there were many times in the past I was scared, and I thought things would never work out. I thought I would never be able to get a job even. I thought I'd never be able to get my own apartment. I thought I'd never be able to have surgery. All these things happened. I worried about them, and I worked my butt off to get things done. But I did it, and it's time to take a step back and look at what I've accomplished and start enjoying life. Because I've always been in panic mode. It's like, oh, well, how will I do this? How will I do this? Oh, what's going to happen if I lose my job? I just panic, and the anxiety can kill. Like the anxiety can kill. So I'm like, ooh, I gotta chill, man. Like I gotta calm down, man. Gotta lower the blood pressure. Like seriously, yeah, that's right, Papa. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Somehow I've overcome a lot. If I can overcome the things I've overcome so far, then I can overcome anything. So yeah, we'll talk later, I guess, because I have some trips to go on, and the weather's going to be perfect right now. It's 12:45 in the afternoon my time, and my mom said it's going to get up to like 75 degrees today or something like that. So I am going to have a good time. I'll talk to you later, guys. Everybody, have a nice day.